If you ever find yourself looking at these really high achievers and these people who are super successful and have a lot of relationships and have a lot of good things going on for them, and you wonder, how can I do that? I'm going to give you one really, really good step that all of these types of people have in common that is going to help you get there. Now, before we go into the details, I want to give you some background of the power of this trait and why it's so useful and how it can make you rich. It can make you a millionaire. Now, I was at my senior award ceremony today. Everyone was getting scholarships. People were getting their winnings from writing really, really good essays, and people were getting money awards for being so active in their clubs and being the favorite student of a lot of teachers and just making their lives easier with their presence. And if I told you that there was one person who took home about 30 times more award money than everyone else, you probably wouldn't believe it, but that's what happened. Now, this girl in particular, she's not all that noticeable. You wouldn't really be able to pinpoint exactly this impact she's had in her essays and with her relationships in school, but she walked away with like $30,000 worth of scholarship money, whereas everyone was winning like 200, 500, 1,000. One person won like 5,000, 7,000. But other than that, it was mostly very, very small awards for, a very diverse range of people. But this one person, won multiple essay scholarships and also won almost every single student of the year for every single category of class in high school. Every single teacher walked up there in the science department, the math department, the business department, every single department, the language department, she won awards. Only her. And then she also beat out some of the most talented and gifted people, some of the best writers I've seen in my entire life. She beat these people. And the truth is she's not even known for being a good writer. Now, how does this seemingly inconspicuous person end up winning so many awards and so much money off of just existing? And the answer is that she appeals to making people feel something. The reason she was able to get Student of the Year for every single class she's ever taken is that she walks in every day with a smile, asks the teacher how they're feeling today, what we're doing in class today, ask questions on the homework, ask questions whenever no one else is bugging the teacher, just being a very, very active participant in class. And if you're a teacher and you're standing in front of a room of kids who just kind of stare at you and don't really ask you questions, you're going to hate your job. But when you have one student who constantly is invested in your life, who at least appears to be that way, you're going to like working a lot more, right? When you have a coworker, a lot of coworkers, you can go to work, not a single one will say hi to you, and you just kind of go on with your day. It sucks, right? Everyone hates that. But if you have that one coworker that goes out of his way to come up to you, perhaps at his own inconvenience, and say, "Hey, how's it going? What's happening? Like, what's new?" Right? That's a very powerful thing. So she's super engaged in class and basically caters towards how the teachers feel, caters towards each of their unique personalities in a way that allows her to come out on top in terms of being an active student in that class. So she makes her teachers feel important, right? In general, she makes others feel important. She makes them feel, like an asset to their life. And she just shows appreciation for their work. And appreciation is all the human soul desires. So she's really good at appealing to people's emotions and making them feel good about themselves, right? Because that's what it all comes down to. She's not the best student in every class, but she makes people feel good about themselves. And that's why she came out on top in terms of that. And then when it comes to this girl's essays, when they were giving out these awards, they read snippets of these essays. And it was very, very basic English. It wasn't extravagant. It wasn't something crazy. It wasn't full of ideas worthy of thousands of dollars. It wasn't that. It was just the way it was structured made the reader want to cry. It made them want to smile. It made them feel inspired. Too often do we fall in this stupid, boring trap of just being a damn robot, right? And I see this in myself, and I know this is an issue for me, and I hate it so much because I'm working on it. I'm working on it every day, of course, but God, dude, it drives me crazy just to know that I'm not like pristine at this yet, but we become so factual because all the essays we write, they're very fact based. They're all evidence and a thesis and a conclusion, and it's so academic. But we never learn the art of just making the reader feel something. So if it wasn't this girl's writing ability, it was her ability to make them feel, right? All the people that read these essays, they said they wanted to cry, they were met with tears, they were so incredibly happy and enthusiastic about picking this person, right? It's like you look at a college resume and it's like, yeah, I was in an honor society or two. Yeah, I took some AP classes, they were all right. Instead of saying that, it's like, this is my life purpose. This class took me one step closer to fulfilling my duty on this planet. Every single day I showed up to this club, I was so incredibly excited to take this single step forward towards achieving my dreams and leaving the world better off than how I found it, and creating a wonderful existence for all the people who surround me, because maybe as a child, maybe that wasn't the case, or maybe I was very, very blessed as a child to have such a great environment, and my parents taught me the importance of understanding just how important and amazing my environment is, and how it's critical for me to spread this and make the world a brighter and happier place, right? So when you frame things like that, it's undeniable you're going to win these essay competitions, man. It's undeniable. You just put the reader on an incredible roller coaster, right? You get the reader to cheer you on. You get the reader to support you because you're supporting a cause that isn't necessarily like noble or unique, but your enthusiasm towards it is what is. And again, when you leak enthusiasm, it spreads to everyone around you. And people love this. This is awesome, right? When you find a YouTuber who's super duper enthusiastic, right? I'm working on this every day. But when you find a YouTuber who's really enthusiastic, who's really out there, there's a reason that PewDiePie became so famous in his earlier years. There's a reason that all these gaming YouTubers became so popular. There's a reason that people are famous on the internet. They make you feel something, right? That's all this is about. So to conclude, when it comes to interpersonal relationships, say with a teacher, a boss, a coworker, you put that biggest smile on your face when you see them every single time. You shake their hand, you ask them how they're feeling today, how they're doing, right? Maybe go beyond. How are you doing? How's it going? I've said that phrase so many damn times, and I like get pain in my head because it doesn't mean anything anymore. Say, how are you feeling? Say, what's new in your kingdom? What's new in this game of life for you? Right? Something interesting. Be super engaged and super interested in the things they have to say, and they're going to want to be around you because you show appreciation for what they do, and you really separate yourself. Show appreciation, right? Make people feel good about themselves, and they're going to like you in return. So, yeah, just make people feel good about themselves. And in terms of writing, make the writer feel something. Instead of just writing things as factual, make a story. Crafts, whatever event you're writing about as a part of a bigger story, a part of a bigger mission that's going to save the world and leave the world better off than how you found it, and support the next generation, the future, the next day tomorrow. It's gonna support a better world for everybody, including the reader. Create a world that the reader wants to be in. Anyway, I'm done repeating myself. I think I said that all enough times. Make people feel good, make people feel something, right? Appeal to their emotions. And this isn't to say like, this isn't, it's not like manipulation or anything. This is just good social strategy. This is just how you should be. This is the best way to be because you feel great, right? You feel great being involved with other people, and other people feel great being involved with you. So what's the harm? But yeah, I think that's about all that we can learn from this one individual who absolutely destroyed the competition. She made the people above her feel really important and necessary to her life and just to society in general, right? Put them up a little bit, don't outshine the master, is what Robert Greene would say. And then give a reader a story, give them an adventure, give them a purpose to be a part of your writing and to be the person reading it. But anyway, that's going to be all for this one. I really wanted to share that with you guys. I really hope that helps, because it absolutely helped this one girl get ahead of everyone else by knowing all this. But I'm learning this now, and I'm kind of seeing it in effect, and it really just reinforces, kind of knowledge we already know, but once you see it in action, you really just can't believe how effective it is. But hey, that'll be all. Thank you so much for watching. Press the like button if you enjoyed. It'll help the YouTube algorithm. Comment, let me know what you think. If you think there's anything else I missed, please let me know. I'll read all the comments. Subscribe if you want more content like this, and that'll be all for this one. Peace.